Hey, shalom to the hopeful elect. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rchakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone to teach the truth and rule well. This is the brother Yatab Allah coming back from the GMS SF Bay Area camp with another quick lesson. Okay, going into, doing this work and storing up this knowledge and wisdom while we can. All right, and I'm going to start with this. This is Sirach 51 and 30. Also known as the book of Ecclesiasticus. It says, work your work betimes, and in his time he will give you your reward. All right, and what is our work? Our work is to do the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, to feed the flock, to push out this truth. All right, to preach the gospel. All right, to our people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are the true biblical Israelites, and to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom, Babylon the Great, also known as America. Okay, to prophesy the destiny of what's to come to these other wicked nations, these other heathen nations, and to prophesy the true kingdom to come with Yahweh Shai and the elect. Okay, the kingdom of Israel. That's our work. Okay, and now it says work your work betimes, and I wanted to get that work betimes. All right, it says this is from the online etymon, and it's an adverb. Early 14th century. It says at an early period, late 14th century, seasonably, before it is too late. All right, and that's the point. We want to do this work before it is too late. It's a characteristic of Jake, to procrastinate, but we got to get, becoming a new creature, okay, being born again. We have to learn to put off that procrastination, okay? We have to learn to do the will of the Heavenly Father first. All right, and then all else will be taken care of. All right, the scripture says, seek ye the kingdom, and all else will be added unto you, roughly paraphrasing. All right, but what does it say? It says, work your work betimes, so before it is too late, at a seasonably time, and now is that time. All right, as we see the days approaching, we see, Yahweh Shai about to make his return. We see the prophecies speaking. We see the end coming. Now is the time to push this work, push this word. It says, and in his time, he will give you your reward. So, that reward is coming. Okay, if we are indeed found to be written in that book of life, okay, if we are of the elect, that reward is going to outweigh any type of, trouble we get on this side. Okay, any type of, what is it called? Tribulation, like the scriptures say. Okay, but we have to do it in a seasonable time. All right, this is let me jump to the BLB. Let me go to John real quick, 9 and 4, and it says, straight to the point, Yahweh Shai said this. It says, I must work the works of him that sent me. And who sent him? Yahweh. Okay, and likewise, we're doing the same work as Yahweh Shai, the same testimony. It says, while it is day, the night cometh when no man can work. And ultimately, all right, that night is coming. Okay? The night being the day of the Lord, when Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai decides to fully end this thing, all right, and he, sends or makes to happen the last few prophecies, sends back Yahweh Shai and the destruction of this place and the salvation of the elect. Okay, and right before that, you're going to have all hell breaking loose. Well, there's not going to be any working in that time, so to speak. There's not going to be any pushing of the word. Okay, because what's going to happen, and the Lord's will, I'm going to get that, is Amos the 8th chapter, a famine of the word. All right, the Lord's going to take back his word from being readily available. So then you're just going to have to rely on what you have stored up. That's why Isaiah 33 and 6 is so important. Knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy time. Okay, that's why we're supposed to store up this knowledge and wisdom so we'll be able to be stable. All right, either way, the Lord is going to be with his men, okay, the elect. But that's why it's so important to store up these riches. All right, push this word, do the work. Okay, really storing up those spiritual treasures. Okay, but it says the night cometh when no man can work. So there's going to be a time where we can't push out the word. There's going to be a time where we're not going to be able to store up this knowledge and wisdom. Okay? So that's why we have to what? We have to work. What did it say? It says, work your work betimes, okay? Before it is too late. This is Isaiah 55 and verse 6, and it says, seek ye the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. And that's the point. All right, now he can be found. Now the work can be done, okay? Now you can push out this truth. It's not fully censored yet, okay? You can still go to the scriptures. You still have time to read the scriptures. You still have time to watch the lessons, okay? You still have time to talk to brothers, okay? Seek counsel, because the Lord is near, all right? But what does that entail? It entails that there's going to be a time where he's not near, so to speak. There's going to be a time where he can't be found. You can't go to the internet. You can't go to the highways and hedges, okay? You can't find the wisdom of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. You have to be like those virgins that trim their lamps, okay? Ecclesiastes 12 and verse 1, and it says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, okay? And you know, we're in the days of our youth. All right, yes, you know, we the Lord calls us when we are younger, all right, you know, physically, but also, you know, what aren't we likened unto babes in this truth? When we first come into this knowledge, okay, this wisdom, we are born again, okay? We are born again. We become like babes, all right? And the scriptures talk about desiring the sincere milk, okay? Having that zeal, all right? Having that fire. And then what? It says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not. So we're in that time right now, all right? We're storing up the truth. We're learning. We're growing, okay? The evil days are not here yet. We see judgment increasing, all right? But that full-on time of Jacob's trouble is not here yet, all right? The destruction of this place has not happened yet. It says, nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them, okay? You can't procrastinate, all right? It says, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. And that's going into this place, what's happening right now, all right? Yes, you know, we're coming into a time where these, you know, foreseers, these economists, you know, have a bad outlook, so to speak, in the economy, all right? Hey, but it's just the start of it, okay? This country hasn't full on seen the full effects of what's going on with, you know, all this printing of the money, okay? All the mishandling of money, all right? The false balances, okay? The you know, the destroying of the processing plants, destroying of the farmland, all right? We're heading into that time. But the point is what? To seek the Lord while he may be found, to remember the Creator, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, in the time of our youth, all right? Before the evil days, okay? To work this work betimes, and then we get the reward. And I'm going to get this last precept. This is in Amos 8 and 11, because this is what's happening, and this is a prophecy, okay, that's gonna come to pass. Amos 8 and 11, it says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst of water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Okay? So there's going to come a time where this word is not going to be available. All right? The pushing of the word is not going to be pushed. All right? The lessons aren't going to be pushed out. The street teachings. All right? The daily lessons, they're not going to be available. Why is that? Because the Lord is going to send a famine, and if he does it by way of Esau, that's still the Lord. All right? And Esau's coming for this word. We already know the censoring of the word, All right, there's laws being put into place where he's gonna, try and demonize the truth. All right, he already has all these algorithms going into misinfo and disinfo. Okay, it's a lot of confusion out there, but there's gonna come a time and place where this word is not gonna be available. It says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. And who are those? Those are those foolish virgins. All right, that didn't trim their lamps, that didn't seek this knowledge and wisdom, that weren't doing the work. All right, that weren't storing up those spiritual treasures. It says, in that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. All right, and that's what's going to happen. Okay, the foolish of our people, the ones who weren't doing the work, BETIMES, who waited last minute. All right, they're going to be fainting for thirst, meaning they're not going to be stable in the times to come. All right, they're going to be seeking the knowledge and wisdom. They're going to be seeking some type of comfort. But hey, comfort only comes by way of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai and in these scriptures. All right. Hey, just a quick lesson, just reading the scriptures and seeing that was, pretty interesting, that word for BETIMES. But, hey, that goes into prophecy. All right. That goes into what's going to happen, in the times to come, that the Lord's not going to be readily available. All right. So that's why we need to seek the Lord while he may be found and stop procrastinating. All right. Hey, Lord's will, this is edifying. Once again, call Halayim Yahweh B'Hashem, Yahushai B'Hashem Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect and above.